Alright, so pretty much before I get started and show you guys the floor 456 clear that I ended up doing on, let's see if it shows up. I did it on Tian's account. I did cleared 456. I see someone stuck on it. Maybe this video will help them, but before I even get to that clear, I just want to talk about some of the issues that I have on that floor. And it's not only that floor, because it's a map issue, plus there's a lot of other maps that probably have issues as well, and it's just Worldlines in general. It's such a waste of time, you know. Before I get into like why it's a waste of time, let me just talk about the issues. I'll bring up some clips as well. So our first issue is the summons here. So on the GGX stage map, well, it's a Shining Castle, I think. But yeah, the summons here go to the right. Even though on the first time you come do the map here, or go into the stage, the enemies are always going to be spawning from the left side. So it's just kind of useless. I think one fix would just be having one summon go right, one summon go left, or just have all summons go left. Whichever one, you know, either work. Then there's another one where you can't you can't repulse enemies that are on stun lockout. That's another big issue as well. It's just kind of stupid as well. Plus, if you repulse an enemy, it can send them to another lane, which is another stupid issue. But pretty much they should make it so the enemy that you repulse gets sent back to the lane he came from. It's just stupid issues, but yeah, they should be. Hopefully, they can get fixed. And I've also heard apparently, I'm not sure, but apparently the slow effect does not work on Maiden Heaven or Windstorm weathers, in it. But yeah, let me just show you guys a few of the issues like with the visual representation. So let's get into this. But yeah, seeing those clips here, you can see that the enemies that did get repulsed, they got sent to the other path. The summons were going right, plus the repulse did not work on Star Lockout. But yeah, that's not the only issues with Worldlines, you know. You also got the fact here that you're climbing, was it, how much floors? 500 plus floors, which is like, each floor is about like 89 minutes here on the higher floors, because you're playing with wave skip off, you're doing other stuff in it. And some floors will also take you a lot of time, because there might be some like walls in it, you know, we call them walls in it, where it's like you might be stuck at a floor in it, and a lot of people might be stuck on the same floors, and it might just take you hours upon hours just to clear that floor. And it's funny, you know, because the rules are just so bad, you know. You're only getting 30 rerolls, a shiny unit, and just a regular unit of the Worldlines. When in fact you could just do you could do a weekly tournament, yeah, traits and traitless, get only top 5, yeah, and you still get more rerolls than these guys make. And even floors 1 to 50, they get more rerolls than the leaderboard players. It's kind of it's just so bad, you know. The rules need to get buffed. It needs to get buffed like crazy, you know. It's so bad. I don't understand why it's this low. And you can say the Worldline unit has some value, but if you look at it, except for Esdeath, Subaru, and Furin, which are like season 3 and earlier, so these 3 seasons, every season onwards, so Katakuri, Jinmori, Conquest, and now Stark, those units just have no value. They're not even worth a bundle 5. Like, in terms of like Robux equivalent, they're not even worth 10k Robux. It's so chopped. But yeah, pretty much there's just a lot of issues with Worldlands. You know, there's a reason why I don't climb at all, because you can see, you think I'm bothered to climb 500 floors. No, even traitless, yeah, it's climbing 250 floors as well. But yes, I feel like in terms of changes they could make, I think floors 50 onwards, like 50 above, should just be legend stage only. Or they could also just increase, their scaling needs to get increased as well. I think rewards need to get increased. There's just so much stuff that needs to get increased and fixed within this one game mode, because even though there's like a small community that plays it, I think it is a nice competitive game mode to even have. And I think as time goes on, they need to fix the weathers, plus they need to probably add more weathers just to make it a bit more fun. But I think they can cater towards this game mode as like a proper comp game mode and make it a lot better. It just depends if the devs are even bothered for that. But yeah, let's just get into the clears, and yeah, you'll see what I do for my clear on floor 456. Okay, I know I said I was going to show you the floor, but I low-key remembered something important. So let me disable waves and show you. Remove all my, let me just place a unit like you. And remove all my yen. So it's yen RNG. Mobs have a randomized yen they can give you. I think from Bleach map onwards, the enemies have a range of 150 to 400. And let me show you this. Let's start off with like a plagued Kuinishi. So this one, how much yen? We got 283 this time. I can spawn it again and use, okay, the wrong enemy. Bear with me. Oh, that guy's low-key a pain. Let me just delete him. Okay, there we go. Okay, I did not enable waves. Okay, cool. Let me remove the yan. Okay, so the enemy was this one, Play Koichi. So 283 lost the first time. This time it gives us 445. So yeah, it's like the range is like it's so bad, you know. Look, I can keep summoning it. You'll see the yen will be increasing each time differently. 434. Let's see if I can get like a minimum increase, so I can see what the difference is. You know, 191. Imagine that's like almost double the of like half as less the other one. Which in a run, yeah, like I guess the Worldline stages, it matters a lot because you do need to have like a certain amount yen to max your units, and this makes a big difference. And it's not only a Worldlines issue; it happens in tournaments as well. It does annoy me a lot in there. But yeah, for a Worldline issue, it's definitely a big issue because not being like half as less yen compared to other people because of RNG, it's just so stupid. Look here, 349. Here, let's see, another one. Yeah, 164. That's so bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the issues of all lens. Just my general consensus. There's of course a lot more issues, but yeah, I'll get into that maybe another time if you guys want it. But yeah, let's just get into the stage clear. Okay, so yeah, you see, I mentioned the yen RNG on the mobs. There's also yen RNG with like your Padorus because as you can see, I do run a Padoru familiar on Inumaki. And you know, Padori bot can give you also like 100 yen each time, like randomly. You got four things that can give you a discount, 10% more damage for 10 seconds, 10% range for 10 seconds, or is it 10 seconds? I'm not sure, but yeah, it can also give you 100 yen. And that's another part of RNG aspect that you're basically gambling on. So you got the yen RNG, the RNG to give your units discounts, plus the RNG of the Padori giving you extra yen. It's just so bad. But yeah. We're placing Stark here, and you do need a pretty good burb on Stark just to clear these early mobs, and it helps for early game a bit. Because if we set him to last, we let him clear those mobs, but we keep him last because they're already low to this point, so the wolves should just kill him off. And then you set him to first, deal with these guys. You place Broly down as soon as you can, wave 4, Broly and Domain. And yeah, you place in Inumaki when you can. This is another bit of RNG here. If you don't get enough yen from the mobs, you want me to place Inumaki. And if you delay it slightly 1 second more, you can probably hit all these mobs in one go, which is a lot better. But you're gonna be placing your another inner market anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then now you turn auto skip off and just place deal whenever you can, and you just set it with deal to wounded. We're keeping on wounded the whole time, and make sure you set deal to bosses. It's very important. Setting him to bosses, you'll see why later on. But yeah, now you're just gonna be waiting for discounts on your speedwagons, so you upgrade them upon discounts. And I think the Padori I'm running on the Inumaki is a 5.7. So yeah, it's low-key very crazy. But you're placing another Inumaki, so it's in Broly's range as well. I mean, the Inumaki has Broly in his range, plus the Speedwagon, so I get more discounts as well. More opportunity for discounts. But you see that mob get 157, which is not enough. We're hoping for like 300 plus from each mob. And it's just low-key just bad. That's how bad it is. And yeah, at this point, wave 7, all your farms should just be maxed. And now you're gonna place another Inumaki. So of course Broly is in his range as well. So you just pray you get the discount. And you upgrade Broly only once you got him discounted. He should be at like 2.9k yen, something like that. So I do get it soon, so I'm just waiting for it. And you can see at 2.9k yen. And I can just skip the wave whenever I want. And upgrade Broly to upgrade 4, which is full AoE. But yeah, you get Broly to full AoE, upgrade 4, and then yeah, now you can just chill. You're only going to be using your yen again once you can max him. So you just wait for him to get his discounts, and you just pretty much just hold on until the end. So that's the reason we have auto skip off, and you know, just making sure that the DO is unwounded. But yeah, you also need a discount on your Goblin Killer as well. And I guess another RNG aspect you can have, you can see how he got 1.1 damage. You probably want a 10% damage buff on him before when he does his first trap or second trap. During those moments, be even nicer to have the little buff. But yeah, pretty much you have to time your repulses pretty well, and of course your placements for the repulses matters a lot because the repulses is pretty much what's saving you. Yeah, Broly should be costing 78k yen to get to or max with all discounts. And yeah, now when it goes to wave 10, you can turn auto skip on. But yeah, you see a lot of the value comes in from the repulse just selling the enemies back. And of course you got Broly just hitting them consistently. Plus with deals wins support, it makes a big difference. Yeah, now you're just waiting until you get to 78k yen. But yeah, nothing to say because it's just pretty much just waiting until we get to wave 13. When we get to wave 13, we just turn auto skip off. And yeah, we wait until we get enough yen to max Broly. And yeah, we turn auto skip off because we're not too far yen off. You see, if yen RNG was better and it did not exist, we probably would have had him max by now already. But yeah, we're just waiting for the mob to die and then we can max him out. It's just one more kill and then yeah, here we go. But yeah, Broly should just be dealing with all these mobs anyways. You can keep him to first at the most time and you want to be putting your rest of the money into your Goblin Killer. But yeah, once you deal with these enemies that are at the front, you can set your Broly to strongest. Just to deal with these armored knights. And yeah, you're just waiting until these mobs die because you're getting yen RNG. Or you're gaining yen from them, which is what you want. You just pray you just gain a lot. You should be getting Goblin Collector at least upgrade 7. And of course, ideally you want to be maxing him. But you don't want to max him now. So you sell your farms and you don't want to max him yet because you need to get rid of the armored stacks on this stupid boss. He spawns with like, yeah, 78 million. So yeah, once we can, we take off the armored stacks on him. So yeah, one hit. It's about 8 hits total from unique placements. So yes, 3 hits, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th hit, the armor should go, and then you just wait until he enters Broly's range, and you just time stop him. So yeah, use the standard time stop first, and then remember why I said to have deal set to bosses. This is because when you swap in for the next time stop, he should be attacking the boss straight away and applying wounds straight away, which is a bit of extra damage as well. So you can see here, when the boss gets close and time stop wears off, you can time stop him, and yeah, he's already unwounded already, and he's targeting the boss. So yeah, he applies it first time, and you place that extra Inumaki for, of course, Broly and Dio. Just hoping Broly gets extra damage buffs or range buffs, but also you want to be micromanaging stun and wounded for Dio, and swapping whenever you can, double swap for that extra time stop on the boss. But you want to be alternating between the two. Just keep alternating between the two, and you want to use your time stop, your fourth one, once the boss gets onto Goblin Killer's trap. And that's very important because it gets you an extra million of damage. Extra million damage. You'll see why. Because he takes off the first trap, and then the next trap gets placed and he takes that one off as well. And you have Dio replaced here, set it to wounded, and you want to alternate between stun and wounded. But the next time you do stun him, is the only stun you do on him, and you change it back to wounded, and here you just leave him wounded, and yeah, that's the clear. And that's how simple this floor is. There's a lot of RNG aspects, and there's a lot of stupid stuff, but it's just annoying, man. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and maybe I'll climb all lines next season if scaling is increased and if a lot of fixes are done. But yeah, that's it for the video. Like and subscribe, and yeah, peace.